Okay, so this is Dean, and he's at the Hummingbird House, and this is our last of 7 days on a private retreat here in Cornville and on property. And just to remind him and me what we did, we've done a lot. We did lots of breath work, probably 3 or 4 times of breath work, where he had some pretty profound experiences. I'll let him share about whatever he wants to do there. He spent some really amazing time in an inner child healing where he was working on a recurring nightmare that he's had since a child. We did sound healing. We went down to the creek, which is right down off to our left here. We've got a sweat lodge. He did a full 2 hour, 4 doors, all the directions sweat lodge. We went to the wolf sanctuary. He got to pet several wolves, and we went to some really deep dives into, old patterns and negative beliefs and all that kind of stuff. But I'll let him just kind of give you the kind of the fruits of the experience and how it changed him, how he might feel different than what he was when he first came here, in his own words. All right, Dean, you're on.
This was an awesome week, Daniel. You and Valerie are great hosts, and all of the experiences you just mentioned, they were all very enlightening and healing for me. Um, and probably the one about the dream that I've had about a black wolf attacking, and then to go to the wolf sanctuary after you explained what that dream meant to me about it was really me, and having that black wolf come up to me and lick me has stuck with. I haven't had it off my mind since that happened.
Yeah.
That I keep going back to that. That is something I know I will carry on. But the sweat lodge was very spiritual, I thought, and anyway, I feel very at peace. It was a week of no stress, no pressure. I was able to just sit and be. I didn't have, there was nothing I had to go do right now or get busy or try to stay busy. I was able to just sit and think. You provided a great setting for this out here, and I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You said something about, and we talked about this. It's such a great word for what's happening, is you got to unwind. You said you were kind of tense inside. Can you explain a little bit about that?
I mean, life is, I've always felt, I'm always wound up and staying busy I guess, to not feel that. And this week here, that feeling all went away. I felt comfortable just sitting and being, and I just feel, my body feels so much better with all that stress that's left me.
You said you had a hard time sitting or standing for a while, that you'd have to take a break. And
Yeah, I mean, my back was really bothering me, and my knee, and we went and climbed that mesa.
oh, that's right.
After being out here just a couple of days, after by the second day, I said, well, I get up in the morning and my back wasn't hurting, and I was, in the back of my mind, I was concerned about doing that. But we went out there and I climbed it. We did have some breaks along the way, but my back didn't hurt the whole trip.
Yeah.
My knee gave me a little trouble. That was a different story, and I haven't had, I've been out here for a week now, and I don't remember the last time I've gone a week without my back hurting me where I just had to sit down. I couldn't go any farther.
Yeah, and you haven't been stagnant here. You've been doing stuff. You climbed those
Climbing up
steps.
down here, and that hasn't bothered me. So,
Yeah.
yeah, 2 weeks ago I would have said I don't think I could do that
Yeah.
more than once. So.
Yeah, I'm just remembering that experience that we had up on Doe Mesa where we were playing the didgeridoo to those people
that was another real uh, emotional moment or spiritual, whatever. Them other people came up, and then
Yeah.
The one guy had cancer removed. His wife was there, and you could see she was very. She was troubled.
She was visually touched by the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they left, and then we were on the way down, and they were sitting on a bench, and she was crying.
Yeah.
Just the emotions came out of her after what she did and played for her
Yeah.
on that didgeridoo.
Well, I'm so glad you were there.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you got to be a part of that.
yeah, that was a moving time too.
Yeah. So last question, if you were to uh, get the guy that you were when you first came here and sit him next to you, what could you tell him, or what would be the difference between you and him?
Well, the difference is we're on different roads now. I've taken the other road, the other fork in the road. Um, if that guy wants to continue on that road, it's without me.
Yeah.
I'm, I see, I've carried a lot of things my whole life from childhood that I never grew up. I never understood, and I use them to protect myself and stay in my shell. And I feel I've come out of it this week, and I'm able to face it now, and not just for a moment. It's been all week, and I'm still there and excited about living and moving forward down this path, new path.
Yeah. I'm so proud of you, Dean. I'm so happy with you really showed up. You listened, you took notes, you asked questions. That's just, it's a pretty brave thing to come out here from Oklahoma, drive out here 3 days, and spend time with someone that you don't know. And you really did it. You stayed kind of sequestered here, and you didn't get distracted with things. And when things did come up, you met them, and it was great. It's been a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Yes. It's been a pleasure meeting you and working with you this week, and looking forward to the future.
Thank you, Dean.